Everybody, 49 M, day 129, boom. So I want to share this, right? So for me, like so a situation happened where a family member of mine's said some really, really, really bad things to me. I mean, it was so bad, like I got it all up in my head and they're all that. Like it was just bad, right? And what I had to realize is one is that everybody that's blood related to you is not really your family. You know what I'm saying? Like they're blood related, so they're there. You can't get rid of them because the same blood that runs through my veins run through yours. But I can get rid of you as far as like keeping my distance. So for me, like when things like that happen, I get into my head and I take 3 days, right? So as I'm taking these 3 days, I started feeling sad because it's like, damn, I'm back in survival mode again, which I had to check myself, right? And I don't know how many people can resonate with this. This is day 129. We about to get surgical. Check it out. If you find yourself, you got to cut people off. If you find yourself having to go into solitude to recharge, that is not survival mode at this stage in the game. Because when you think about when you were going through survival mode, and this is for people that, recovering, people in recovery, out of recovery, healing, whatever the case may be. When you were in survival mode, you're just trying to get to the next day. You know what I'm saying? You're surviving literally. But when you go through survival mode and you realize that you were in survival mode and now you're in healing, recharging mode. So what looks like survival mode is not survival mode. It's a rebuilding phase. That's what you're doing. You have to rebuild yourself, recharge, all of that stuff. So don't get it confused. Like change the narrative. You are no longer if you trying to do better, you find yourself isolating from people, or it's not even isolating. Let's change the words. Words matter. It's not isolation. It's solitude. You need your solitude to get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? You're not, pushing people away. No, you need to recharge your energy. You need to recharge that. That is a need. Hold on, it's this job. And the reason it's called a rebuilding mode is because your perspective is different. Your goals are different. Like when you was in survival mode, like I said, you just trying to get to the next day. Ain't no goals or any of that. You just like, I just got to get here. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all, got to get another job, got to get 2 jobs, going back to school, whatever it looks like, that is not you in survival mode. Survival mode, the dog days are over now. Okay, that is called a rebuilding phase. A lot of us are in our rebuilding phase. You better rebuild, girl. Like for me, whenever I'm like something affects me, like it really affects me, I got to take 3 days because I feel like in 3 days I can understand what's going on, the role I may have played, the role that person played, how they really do affect me. Because sometimes I don't be in reality. I don't know where I be, but it don't reality. It's like, well, how does this really affect me? Like, how do you really affect me? Like, are you in my everyday life? Like, is that a real thing? Like, like really being realistic with myself. Rebuilding phase. Welcome to the rebuilding phase, y'all. And day 129, 49.